Hello, hello. Okay, gonna take you through a bridge sequence. So bridging is so helpful for strengthening our glutes, strengthening our back or relaxing the back, and more engaging the core. So again, it's one of those exercises that really integrates everything in that rib through hip area. Okay, so block is always helpful because when we lay down, we want to make sure we're holding our legs hip width. So hip width for most women is this width versus this is a little too wide and that is too thin. So you're gonna do this short end facing you, okay? So that's gonna keep my legs in my knees in hip width and my feet I'm gonna angle directly below or on the same parallel as my knees, okay? So again, checking in with, are you flat back here or are you natural curves? We want to start with natural curves. So the first step to bridging is engaging into a bridge but not actually lifting. So it's an as if bridge. So I'm going to, sorry, I just feel crooked on my mat. I'm going to exhale. I'm going to squeeze my block. I'm going to Kegel up, so kind of that 90-90 version. I'm going to bring my ribs down. And then I'm gonna push into my heels and unweight my body. So my butt is almost off the ground, but it's not exiting the ground. My core has to work really hard here. And then I relax. Okay, inhale. Exhale, engage, knees, Kegel, core, ribs down, as if lift. Like I'm about to lift off the floor. I'm pushing really hard through my heels. And relax. So doing 10 reps of those is a good start. 2 to 3 sets if you want to be really gung-ho. And then as you start to feel like, okay, I'm engaging, ribs are staying down, and you're feeling really strong, and you're like, I can go off the ground, we go very conservatively, okay? Just lifting a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 inches off the floor, and coming down, and up, and down. Something we are never doing, which is not the objective, is to go into this really arched bridge. Okay, notice I've lost the curve in my spine. My hips are not in neutral anymore. So the highest up you're gonna go is a gentle straight line from your ribs through your legs. Okay, notice how much more natural the curve of my low back looks here. This is as high as I'm ever gonna go and lift. And a lot of the exercises I'm gonna do beyond, once I get to this point and can do comfortably 10 reps, maintaining the natural curve and maintaining a balanced hip, so I'm not tilting. A lot of moms have weakness on one side and they'll tilt and not be even. We want level, we want our hip bones touching the ceiling at the same time. Okay, so once I can get to 2 to 3 sets of 10 of these, and yeah, you're gonna burn, but like, it's tolerable and you've gotten used to it, then we would progress to some other fancy moves. So what's the first move I've been starting you with all along? Is this idea of as if. So I'm right now trying to as if lift my right foot and my hips want to drop. They want to go this way. Okay, this is wrong. I got to keep them level. If I can't keep them level, I can come down a little and try it there. Okay, you can have your arms on the floor for support. I find it harder to be mid-level when I do that. I think it's easier if I'm at the point where I can achieve that full range up and then trying the as-ifs there. Okay, and this is super intense on your core. Now, as you start to get even stronger from doing this as-if lifts, you're gonna take the block away because you're actually, we'll see how I do, I haven't done this in a while, actually lift your right leg, then come down slow and controlled. Okay, I tilted a little. Don't know if you saw that, but I felt it. Okay, I'm gonna inhale, I'm gonna focus better this time. Exhale. And down. I like to keep my hands here because it really gives me that feedback of if I tilt. So I inhale, exhale. How far up you go does not matter. It's about the control in your body. And left leg one more time. Inhale. and exhale. All right. Now you can work up from here of kicking that leg out straight and straight. So that would be another rendition, or you can also do the straight up and we pulse. Okay, these are much more advanced. You want to be stable at the as-ifs and then the simple marching and lifting before you progress to anything more complex, for example. Okay, there's a lot of different things that can be done in bridges. You can also incorporate your hands. So I love this, hands over your head. So as you raise up, this movement can help if you're having trouble keeping those ribs down, if your ribs are staying really flared. And then we come down. So inhale, exhale. All right, those are my bridge sequence series. A lot you can do there. Bridges should be incorporated into a routine exercise plan. Hope you find that helpful.